So then the next one is anything to power 0 is 1. Okay. Another one we can have is this case where you have a fractional power a to power m over n. This will be equal to square root of the base. This is the base. Then the denominator will be inside here, and then the numerator will be what? Will be here. Okay. Another one again. That will be this is the 51. The 61 is anything to power minus into minus. Let's say minus 1 will be equal to this minus is 1 over a to power what? A to power 1. Okay, and that's what we have there. And anything to power 1 is that number, and that will be 1 over what? 1 over 8. It has the same base, and then we are multiplying. You can see that dot, that's multiplication. This one is multiplication. So we take one of the bases, and then we add the power together. M plus 2n, and then plus 3n minus 8n all over x to the power 5. And this will be equal to what? M there's a mistake here. This one is M. This is M. So M plus 3m, that's x to the power 4m. And then 2n minus 8n, that's minus 6n. All over what? X to the power 5. And then you are dividing. So you take when you are dividing, the base are the same. You take one of the bases, then you subtract the power. That will be 4m minus 6n and then minus 5. Okay, so that's that on that case. Welcome on board. If you are new on the channel, quickly smash the watermarks on the video. Quickly smash the watermarks on the video. So we are to prove this left hand side equal to what? Equal to 1. So what do we do in that case? It's very simple. Let's begin to do the work. This will be what? 16. 32 is what? 2 to the power 5 times, so that will be 2 to the power 5m. 32 is 2 to the power 5. So times 5 times m. So we have 5m. Okay. Then minus 2 to the power 3m minus 2. This one is what? Times 2 to the power 2. 4 is 2 to the power 2. And then times what? M plus 1. Okay. And that will be what? 2m plus what? Plus 2. 2 times this and 2 times this. Okay. Over 15. This one times 2 to the power m minus 1. This one is what? 16 is 2 to the power 4 times this one, and that would be what? 4m. Minus, don't forget this one, that's 5m, 5 to the power m. This one, remove the square root, that would be what? That would be 5 to the power 2m times the half. The square root is what? Is half. Okay, so these two we cancel. So we're going to have 5 to the power m, 5 to the power m in this place. So this will give us, if we combine these two together, this one together, you're going to have 2 to the power, you're multiplying, the base are the same. You pick one of the bases, then you add the power together. 3m plus 2m, that's 5m. Minus 2 plus 2 cancel. Okay, so that's what we have in that place. And don't forget the denominator in this place is what? Is 5 to the power m. Okay, and then for this one also, we can also combine that. That will be equal to what? That will be equal to 2 to the power m minus 1. Okay, plus 4m. Plus 4m. And that will be equal to what? 2 to the power m plus 4m. That's 5m minus 1. So that's what we have for that place. So we now have 16 into bracket 2 to the power 5m minus 2 This one is 2 to the power 5m, and then minus, if you do this one over this one is 5 to the power m over 5 to the power m. That's what, that's minus 1 for that side. This minus 1, that's minus 1. Then this one is what, 15. This one and this one will give us what, times 2 to the power 5m minus 1. Okay, so let's go on. 5m is common, we can take it out. Then we have 16 minus 1. This one is there, this one is there, take it out, over this one here, that's a 15 times 2 to the power 5m minus 1. Close your brackets, then minus 1. Okay, so this one and this one we cancel. This is 16 minus 1, that's 15. 15 is there, so it cancels. Okay, then we can apply the rules of indices. Same base, the same base. Once we are dividing, you are dividing this division, and the bases are the same. You take one of the bases and you subtract the power. So minus 1, minus times minus, that's plus, and that gives us 2 to the power 1 minus 1, and that gives us what, 1. So logarithm. The first one is the log of product of a product, base A. Okay, this will be equal to what? Log x base A plus what? Log y base what? Base A. And is reversible. The equation is what? Is reversible. What I mean by that is that this right hand side is also equal to what? The left hand side. Okay, right hand side also equal to what? The left hand side. The second one is a log of a division function, of a division x over y. Your base is what? Is A. So for division, it's going to change to negative. That'll be this minus what? Minus base A, and then base what? Base A. So this law also is also reversible. What you have here, okay, the right hand side will give you the what? The left hand side. Okay, so that's that. Another one again, if you have log A to power x base A, the power here will go to the front. Then you have what? Log A base what? Base A, and that will give you what? So when your logarithm and the base are the same, it's going to give you what? It's going to give you 1. Log 10 base 10 is what? Is 1. Log 2 base 2 is also what? 1. Log 3 base 3 is also 1. So once the logarithm and the base are the same, it's going to be equal to 1. Okay, let's see the law for change of base. Law for change of base. If you have log x base 2 is the same as what? 1 over. Once you place the 1 on top, that will be what? Log 2 base what? Base x. So that's that on these on logarithm. Let's see practical questions to buttress this law. Okay, so this one, solution, this one will be what? Log x base 2. We want to make the base of this logarithm also to be base 2. Okay, and that will be what? That will be, initially, this is what? This is log this 4 is 2 to the power 2 base x. Okay, then we now have we have this. The 2 can come to the front. Okay, then now turn this one to be of the form of this one, and that will be equal to what? Log x base 2 plus 2 times what? 2 times, apply the change of base for this one, and that will be 1 over log what? Log x base 2. Okay, So what we're going to do now, we're going to give this one, we're going to give it a name. Let's call it A. Let's logarithm of x to base 2, let it be equal to what? A. This is A plus 2 times A, because this one is what? This one is also A. So 2 times 1 over A. We have this. Okay. Equal to 3. Let me check the question again. Okay, is solve the equation, not show. Is solve the equation. The question is solve the equation 3. Solve the equation. That's what we have in the question. Okay, not show. Not show. Solve the equation. So in that case now, I think solution, that will be log what? We have this, and this one is what? 2 log 2 base what? Base x. You got to what? You got to 3. 3. And this one is equal to what? We have this. Apply change of base for this one. That's 2 times 1 over what? Log x base 2. By the time you apply the change of base, this will flip upside down. This one will come here, and this one will come here. You got to what? You got to 3. Then the next thing to do is to give this one a name, because it's here. It's also here too. So we don't want to be having repetition of log x base 2. So let's give it a name. So let's what? Let's log x base 2. Let it be equal to what? Let it be equal to A. So if you do the imputation, you're going to have this. So we now have you can solve this one. This will be A squared plus what? Plus 2 equal to what? Equal to 3A. So we now have A squared minus 3A plus 2 equal to what? Equal to 0. So we can factorize it. We're going to have A minus 2 into bracket A minus 1 equal to what? Equal to 0. So A is equal to 2 or 1. But that's not the end of that solution. Log x base 2 is equal to what? Is equal to A. So when A is 2, I'm going to have this. So in that case now, final conclusion, x will be equal to what? 2 to the power 2. And that's 4. You change the logarithm form to what? To index form. Okay. In one of the rules, one of the laws, I skipped that. When you have log b base a equal to, let's say equal to t. Okay. This will be on top of this. That will be a to the power t equal to what? Equal to b. So that's transforming from logarithm form to what? To exponential form. So that's that. Another one again is this one. Log x base 2 is equal to a is also 1. Do that. If you do that, x will be equal to what? X is equal to 2. So x is 4 or 2. So that's what we got for that particular equation. If you're new on the channel, please smash the subscribe button. Okay, so that anytime I come online or I upload a new video, you get notified. Thank you for doing that. Recall. We said in the laws that log x minus log y, okay, once the base are the same, you're going to write a common logarithm. That'll be what? That'll be this, and then you divide the function. So we're going to apply the same rules also to solve that question. I'm going to apply the same rule to solve that question. And that will be equal to what? That will be equal to, you write a common logarithm to base 10. Okay, and that will be what? X squared plus 9. Well, what? X plus 1 equal to what? Equal to 1. And I've told us that when you have logarithm, okay, logarithm function, you can transform it to what? To exponential form. And that will be, this one will come on top here. That will be what? That will be 10 to the power 1 equal to what? Equal to this function, x squared plus 9 all over what? X plus 1. Okay? Then cross multiply. This one times this one. This one times this one. Collect like times. So we have x squared Move this one to this side. That's minus 10x plus 9 minus 10 equal to 0. So we now have now x squared minus 10x plus 9 minus minus 10. That's minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. Then we can apply, this is what we can factorize this. We can apply quadratic formula, okay, to solve that equation. Okay, can apply that to solve that equation. Uh, apply. So that will be equal to what? A is equal to what? 1. B is equal to what? Minus 10. And C is equal to what? Minus 1. So that will be, quadratic formula is this. Minus B plus or minus B squared minus 4AC or what? About 2A. Do your substitution. B is what? B is minus 10. We have a plus 10 there. Minus minus. B squared, that's 100. Minus 4 times A. My A is 1. My C is what? Is minus 1. Over 2 times A. That's 2. Okay? So that will be equal to what? Minus minus becoming plus. 4 times 1 times 1. So we have 104 at that place. We have 104 at that side. Okay? So that will be equal to x is equal to 10 plus or minus square root of 104 over 2. Okay? You're welcome on board. Please smash the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel so you can always get notified anytime I come online or I make a new, I upload a new video. Okay? And that's one of the way to support this channel. Subscribe now. Do it now. Okay? So, and if you are new, if you're already returning subscribers, please keep watching and extend the links to other to your friends and friends and friends and friends. So that's what we have here. Then we can quickly solve this one. We can leave it this way, but we can still do can tidy up some things here. 104, we can get the factors of that. So that will be 4 and 26. That will be 4 and 26. That'll be 4 and that'll be 2 root 26. What over 2? So final answer will be equal to what? 10. That'll be 5. But 2 goes there, 2 goes there. Take it out. So we have 5 plus or minus root what? Root 26. So that's that on that question. Okay. Welcome. Okay. As you are coming in, please subscribe to the channel so that you can also type your fresh question. Type your fresh question. Okay. Like I'll work. If you want a live discussion on that, I can do that for you. Tonight is 9 to the power 3. 9 to the power 3. Let's check that. 9 times 9, that's 81. 81 times 9, that's 9. Okay. 8 times 9 times 8, that's 72. 72. That's correct. Okay. So we're going to have now log. This one is 2 to the power 8 is 2 to. Okay. So this one we cancel. And then log. This one is what? 7 to the power 3. And then minus log. 125 is 5 to the power 3. Okay. And then 2 over 3. So this also we cancel. We have what? We can apply the logarithm rules when you have subtraction. And that will be what? Log 6 over what? Over 5. Okay. So this will now give us what? Log. This is plus. Log 2 to the power 2, that's 4. Plus. This one we cancel. That's a log 7. And then minus what? Log. This will remain 5 to the power 2. That's 25. All over log 6 over 5. Okay. Then Then we have this will be what? You can apply your logarithm. You have the same base. So that will be what? Log 4 times 7, that's 28 over 25 all over log 6 over 5. And I think that's that on that question of those questions. So this is what we have here. Okay. What we do is very simple. We're going to bring the logarithm together. Logarithm to base 10 is here. Logarithm to base 10 is also here. So let's put them together, and that'll be what? That'll be log to base 10, okay, of this expression. Move this one also, log to base 10 of x plus 1. So that'll be what? This is minus. When minus move to other side of an equation, it becomes plus. That's what? Log to base 10 of x plus 1 equal to what? Equal to 1. So that's what we have here. Then the next thing to do is to apply the rules of logarithm. Base 10, base 10. They have a common logarithm. So take one of the logarithm, take the common logarithm. Okay. So you multiply. When the logarithm base is the same, base 10, base 10, and you are what? You are adding, you multiply the expression and the function together. So x minus 8 times what? X plus 1 equal to what? Equal to 1. And the next thing to do now is to transform the logarithm form to what? To index form. And that will be equal to what? This one will come on top here. That will be 10 to the power 1. And this expression here will move to the other side. And that's what? X minus 8 times what? X plus 1. And then you can do your expansion. So this one times this one, that's x squared. This one times this one, that's minus x. This one times this one, minus 8 times this, that's minus 8x. Minus 8 times 1, minus 8 times plus 1, that's minus what? That's minus 8. Equal to what? Equal to 10. 10 to the power 1, anything to the power of 1 is that number. So that's what we have here. This is quadratic expression. We can pull everything together in one side. 18 is 6 and 3, but 6 and 3 can never give us 7. Okay, either by adding or by subtracting. So the factors of 18 will be 9 and 2. That can give us what? It will give us minus 7. So, and that will be plus 9 minus 2. Plus 9 minus 2. Give us this. And then when you multiply plus 9 minus 2, it's going to give you minus 18. So it's going to be what? This one plus 9 and then minus what? Minus 2 equal to what? Equal to 0. Okay? So this implies x is equal to what? Minus 9 or what? Or 2. S is equal to minus 9 or what? Or 2. And that's that on this particular question. So one more thing again is to take one more questions, and that will be the end of this episode on this for today live section. But we'll still continue on questions on logarithm, indices, and logarithm. Okay, indices and logarithm. We'll still continue that. Maybe my next live section. This is 4y. This is 2y. Okay, so we can solution. We can write this one as well. 2 to the power 4y. Let's break it down. 2 to the power 3. That's the implication of this one. If you apply your indices again, it's going to give you the question again. Okay. So minus this one also is, it implies 2 to the power 2y times 2 to the power 1. If you apply the rules of indices to give you back that expression again. So that's what we have now. So what we are going to do is to look for a way to have this 2 to the power 2y in this place and also in this place. And that will be what? 2 to the power 2y times 2. And then this one is what? 2 to the power 3 is what? Is 8. And then minus 7, 2 to the power 2y. And then 2 to the power 1 is 2 times 7, making what? Making 14. And then plus what? Plus 3 equal to what? Equal to 0. So that's that. So what we can do now is to give this 2 to the power 2y, let it be equal to, let's call it any alphabet. You can call it A, you can call it B. Okay, the choice is yours. So we now have this is b squared times 8. That's 8b squared. This one will be what? Minus 14b, and then plus what? Plus 3 equal to what? Equal to 0. So that's what we have now. Then the next thing to do now, this is quadratic expression. Then we need to what? This is quadratic equation. Then you can use any methods of what? Of solving quadratic equation. You can factorize, you can use formula method, you can use completing the square method. So this is what we have now. Then this will be equal to what? Let me use this one, factorization method. This one times this one, that's 24 b squared. And in factors of 24, they can give me either by adding or subtracting. They can give me 14. Okay. That will be 8 and 3. Okay. 8 times 3. But 8 and 3, can it give me 14? No. No. What of 12 and 2? 12 and 2? 12 and 2? Yes. So I'm going to use 12 and 2. Okay. But don't forget, this one, 8b squared times 3 is plus. Okay. So this will be minus 12 minus 2. So it will replace the center letter there. Okay. The common factor here is what? Is 4b. And that'll be what? 2b here. Here we what? 3. Here and here, minus 1 is a factor. That'll be what? 2b minus what? 3. And one thing you have to note is that anytime you factorize, this and this must be equal to each other. So take one of that. 4b minus 1 equal to what? Equal to 0. So 2b is equal to what? 3. So b is what? 3 over 2. B is 3 over 2 or 1 over 4. Or 1 over 4. So, or 1 over 4. So because this one also, this expression will give you 4b minus 1 equal to 0. And that will generate b equal to what? 1 over 4. Okay? Is that the end of the solution? No. Don't forget, b was not the original function. Okay? I think we have y. And don't forget, we said, recall, 2 to power 2y is equal to what? Is equal to b. So b wasn't part of the question. So this is what we have now. Then let's now look, when b is 1 over 4, let's solve that. And that would be what? 2 to power 2y. 1 over 4 is what? Is 4 minus 1, which is what? 2 to power minus 2. So y is equal to what? Minus 1. So that's one there. Y is equal to minus 1. That's what we get there. Okay? But this one can't be what? Can't be expressed in exponential form. I mean, in form of 2 to power something. So what we do in this case is to take the what? To take the log of both sides, or to take the ln of both sides. I mean, the natural logarithm of the two sides of the equation. So let's take the ln of this function, ln of 3 over 2. So then these two we go to the front. If you go to the front, then we have what? We have a 2y equal to what? Ln 3 over 2 all over what? All over ln, natural logarithm of 2. So that's where we're going to drop the curtain of today's episode on indices and logarithm. Okay, by the grace of God, we're still going to continue to dissect more questions on indices and logarithm. Thank you for coming on board. And before I go, don't forget to subscribe and share the link of this video to all your social media platforms. Make it a multiplier effect. Thank you once again. See you next time. Bye-bye.